had to start it off right there, man. Y'all know what's up. The Roe vs. Wade saga continues. Since they overturned this, the left wings have lost their marbles. But today, we're not even talking about the behaviors out in the street, which that'll be another content. We actually talking about these woke companies pandering and more political theater, completely pandering to the situation. The ruling that was made from the Supreme Court, as we all know, the 6-3 ruling on overturning Roe versus Wade. I talked about it in the last video. But the reason why I want to talk about Dick's Sporting Goods, amongst many other companies, which I'll go into, they put out that they will be reimbursing employees under their health care plan. Um, they'll be reimbursing them up to $4,000 if their staff member is in a state that has a ban on abortions. They will help aid them, assign a representative to them to fly them or travel, whatever their travel expenses may be, to go and get the abortion operation done in another state. So that their values for the company is set on aiding people of continuing to lynch life in the womb. But what, and you're probably saying, well, what? They're just amongst many of the other list of people, Craig. What's so bad about that? Well, the reason why it's bad is because here we go again. We're more political theater of hypocrisy, pandering hypocrisy. That's what I call it. More pandering hypocrisy. Where the hypocrisy lies is you have companies that they set their values on going with what is trending. And right now, what's trending is the fact that the narrative that the Democratic cabal and fake news media and these woke companies are pushing, because that's what they're doing. They're lobbying to the political party that's currently in power. They're going along with the narrative of somehow someone is banning women to being able to do something and taking away their rights, when the Supreme Court justice's ruling had nothing to do with it. Now, will there be states that do ban it? Yes. But these companies show that this is their values and what they want to support. But where I had to do a little bit of digging, and I have to give the credit to Topher, my homeboy Topher, I can guarantee you, and I want to bet I'd like to bet how many of you guys think that their maternity leave is equal or equates to the same level of support that they will go for someone in aiding someone to go and kill the baby in the womb. Their maternity leave, I bet you, is no doubt about it, because I have the facts. I have some form of proof that their maternity leave is nowhere of the such. And they probably don't cater or help their team members in times of them wanting to give life. See, these companies, they'll pose and act like they really support women, but they really don't. They only support the agenda. They only support the messaging, the narrative that is being pushed by the machine. They support and pander to more political theater to the mob. And that's what it's all about. That's what it ends up narrowing down to. So Dick's Sporting Goods, if you haven't read it, the CEO put out a statement, I believe on Twitter. And I want to read it real quick. The message from Ed Stat and Lauren Hobart. Dear teammates, you are the heart of our business, and we are committed to protecting your health and well-being. Today, the Supreme Court announced a decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, removing the federal right to an abortion and leaving the decision up to each state. Well, before I continue, we all know what the Constitution says. These woke lobbying companies that pander and do more political theater to the mob, thinking that it's going to get them brownie points to get more people to spend money on their company, when the majority of us are pro-life. And I hope that you guys get my drift. We will start voting with our dollars and stop supporting you, because that's our right to do so. You want to enter into the fray of the nonsensical bullshit, then we can also do the same thing with our dollars by not supporting companies that don't stand on what's right in this country as America, right? You can stand on what y'all believe in, but you're going to completely alienate probably more than half of your customer base that supports your company. We all know in the Constitution The 10th Amendment says that it's up to the states to make the decision, not the federal level. It was the wrongest thing done by federalizing that decision for Roe, which was a woman that didn't even get an abortion. She ended up having a baby and giving him up to adoption and spent the rest of her days apologizing, trying to reverse her wrong. But here you go, talking about the federal right. It shouldn't have been at the federal level. While we do not know that what decisions each state will make in response to this ruling, we at Dick's Sporting Goods are prepared to ensure that all teammates have consistent and safe access to the benefits we provide, regardless of the state in which you live. Yada, yada, yada. If you want to read the rest, read the rest. You guys get where I'm going. Why this is a problem and why I'm pointing this out, because the reason why it's a hypocrisy, and I want to, before I go into it, I want to show a list of some of the other companies. Here's an article on list of companies that will pay travel costs for employees to get abortions. So they're pro-killing, pro-murdering life in the womb. But I want to point out where they don't help people that actually want to give birth for maternity leave. But just before we go into it, I want to give you the facts on what Dick's going to be doing amongst others. This was done by The Hill. Dick's Sporting Goods is reimbursing employees up to $4,000 for travel expenses. Amazon will also provide $4,000 for travel expenses outside of a 100-mile basically radius of their home. Starbucks will reimburse all abortion travels expenses not available within 100 miles. Yelp, which I can't stand Yelp, will pay for travel costs. Microsoft, amongst many, Apple, Netflix, Tesla, and the list goes on. Levi, JP, Morgan, City, Lyft, Disney, yada, yada, Meta, Uber, all the woke companies that lobby and jump into the fray and alienate half their customer base. Well, I wanted to show that to you, and here's what I wanted to pull up. If we pull up Glassdoor, right, and I'm still digging more and more to get what Dick's Sporting Goods policy is. I got somebody working with me to get the all the way sound fact. If we pull up Glassdoor, which does like reviews on businesses, and the businesses actually partake in them as well. This was in 2019. Now, somebody's going to come on here and say, that was 2019. I can guarantee you not much has changed when it comes to maternity leave or paternity leave, right? This is from the employer summary on Dick's Sporting Goods. And I highlighted it, and it says, Dick's Sporting Goods offers maternity leave 6 to 8 weeks and unpaid leave up to 12 weeks in accordance with FMLA. Basically, these people will aid and pay for the cost for you to go kill a baby in your womb to another state. But when it comes to you wanting to actually give birth, you want to give life, your support is very minimal. It's very subjective. There isn't any paid leave. There isn't any support. They'll allow you to leave, but you're not getting paid. You need to hurry up and bring your ass back to work. But if you want to go kill the baby, oh, we're going to support you. We'll pay up to $4,000 within a 100-mile radius of your home. Do you see where the hypocrisy is? So I heard somebody once say, there's two things that the right and the left can agree on when it comes to this organization, Dick's Sporting Goods in specific. Two things that the right can agree on. The right and the left can agree on. We all need to avoid dicks, basically, and I'll digress. But here's some of the employees' comments. Paternal leave does not exist. Dick's honors their obligation to the FMLA. Okay, that's California. Standard days off. It says standard days off, difficult job to have, and go out on maternity leave. So this is just a few. If you want to go look up, you can see more of what they've been saying. Basically, they have pretty much bad reviewing on them, 3.8. Bad reviewing on this whole topic as far as when it comes to benefits, maternal leave or paternal leave. Basically, it's not the same support system is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like that's something to point out the hypocrisies of these woke companies that lobby and are nothing but machine talking heads for the Democratic cabal. So fake news media, this once again, more political theater. And for those that don't know what FMLA is, I pulled it up for you, Family and Medical Leave Act, which basically says 12-week workday. The companies must grant 12 work weeks of leave in a 12-month period for people that either give birth to children or care to newborns, childs within 1 year of birth, just go check it out, read it. I'm not going to read it all out to you, but that's what they're talking about, the FMLA, the Family Medical Leave Act. So definitely look up Glassdoor. If anybody can get their hands on Dick's Sporting Goods' actual policy of what they actually straight up soundly say when it comes to maternal leave, which I'm pretty sure we are on the right notion. They don't support giving life the same way that they would support you to actually go kill the baby. Please send that to me. I would love to have it. But man, put it in the comments what your thoughts are. Dick's Sporting Goods has jumped into the fray, alienating probably more than half of their customer base, just in showing that they are a part of the woke mob, lobbying for the Democratic Party that goes against people like me's values. They have every right to support what they do, but I think that is a hypocrisy, more pandering hypocrisy to our society, that you will support and go to the extra lengths to help someone kill a baby in the womb, but you won't do the same for somebody that actually wants to give life. So that's a hypocrisy. I don't think I can continue to support a company like that. Put it in your comments what your thoughts are. Do you think this is some bullshit? They're just jumping into the fray, going along with the mob, thinking that this is going to get them brownie points to sell more merchandise or help grow their company in any way? Or is this like another Walt Disney move where we're getting ready to show them the red, white, and blue wave? So if it's your first time, thank you for dropping into the channel. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. I do answer all my comments. You guys know I appreciate you. It's your boy Craig Long 45. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, oi.